Hi, and welcome back to my Case 155 four-wheel drive articulated tractor build. This week we're going to continue work on the center joint. Okay, stop.
Why?
Don't go too far. Okay. Now rotate it.
This one?
Oh, no, try it. So I'm going to get back to working on the 155 four-wheel drive again. And I want to get the seat mounted so that I can get my center console mounted, which will position where the hood and the engine and all that stuff starts going. And I'm going to need something to hold the seat on. So I know this front frame is way too long. So I'm just going to hack it off here just to give me I'm going to use some of this frame material for my seat bracket. So I was going to work on the seat, like I said, but I need to be able to sit on the thing first to be able to determine the height of the seat. I measured my Cub Cadet tractor out in the shed, and I don't know, I'm just not comfortable building that yet. I need to figure out where my feet are going to be, and where the steering is and where the seat is. So I need to get my bottom link on, so that way I can work on, I can sit on it and see where I'm at. I did cut the front end off, so not to exactly where it needs to be, but at least it's not hanging out in the middle of the garage. And so I do have that piece cut. So I went down to my sheet metal buddies, and I got some square channel to put on here. Hanging out down there. Could grind that weld off underneath. That's gonna go there. And then this is gonna go here. And I've got I machined up these bolt things. That's gonna get put right there. And then with a bolt out through them, this will be set like this. And then I've got another 3-inch box to put here. And because I wouldn't be able to weld this on the inside very well, I'm gonna plug it into this, weld that, and then cut a hole and weld that to that. So that way, well, it's upside down, but that way I have my joint. So I got my quarter inch, so it's all square and everything. Then I got these pieces are gonna have this little brace that goes on the end and close off the end of the box right here. And I got some of these, but I think I'm gonna add another link. Just some extra pieces just to do some bracing with. So I'm gonna get to work on tacking this stuff together. So I'm starting to get these pieces mocked up. So I got the box channel on the bottom, and I've got the flange for the floppy joint to bolt to. So in order to get this lined up perfectly, I made this. It's actually one of these anchor things that the 3/4. It's got a center sleeve or a slender eye bolt that comes out of it. But coincidentally, that diameter is 1 inch, which is what my pin is. So I've got my 3/4 and my 1 inch alignment. So I've got this perfectly lined up in my bolt hole, and that lines up in the pin. So that means that this is all perfectly aligned by doing this. So now I can tack weld all this together, and this stays in place, and then I can bolt this onto here and figure out where my other end of my floppy joint goes. So I've now got the center joint done, aside from final welding. So it steers perfectly straight because the pins are aligned. But because of that floppy joint underneath, you can also have suspension because it's that bottom joint moves back and forth, and you can get some pretty good wheel travel out of it now. So now I just need to work on mounting the seat and get the steering started to work. Once I get the seat mounted, then the steering column can mount, then I can get the pieces to do the hydraulic steering. I don't know if I'll leave these bottom joints, single shear, or if I'll add another plate. Put a longer bolt in with a, another plate on them. I know they're probably pretty rugged as they are, 3/4 volts. So they're probably all right, but I think I might like to build a little standoff in here. So that's a little, I can't even adjust the nut. But yeah, I'll probably put a brace on this one. I mean, not that I think it's definitely very rugged, but it'd be nice to have some, make sure it's never gonna fail. So I was playing around with the suspension and steering travel, and it's not quite as easy as it's on these flimsy jack stands and stuff, but just get it bent over, and I got 8 inches of wheel travel. So it's got some pretty good flex to it. Got that joint all working. So it should be able to move along pretty good on uneven ground. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Next week we'll continue working on it. Maybe a little break after Thanksgiving. We've got some more projects around the house to do before we can get back at this, but we'll be at it soon.